Hey everyone, hello. Come on in, come on into the room, come on into the room. If you guys see the title of the video, this is what we're going to be talking about today. Unfortunately, a lot of our people are not interested in these topics, but I'm going to continue beating you guys over the head with these topics. And the reason I do that is because I'm the one that get these phone calls with these type of problems. So yeah, I'm gonna keep beating y'all over the head with these health problems because that's just what it is. Got to keep beating y'all over the head with it. Erectile dysfunction and prostate issues. That's gonna be the topic today. So if you're a woman, and you're watching, get your husband, get your brother, get your son, get you whoever in your family. Bring him and have him sit down in front of this video because we're gonna be. I'm gonna try not to stay on here for too long. But let me just share this so other people can come on in and watch. I was trying my best to go live in our group on Facebook, but I don't know what's going on. I'm not as savvy as my husband, and he's busy, so wasn't able to do it live in the group on Facebook. Hopefully, I'm going to share this link in the group, and hopefully, they'll tune in. Alrighty. But if you are in the house, just say hello. Say hello. All right. Come on in and say hello. I'm gonna give you guys a couple of seconds, as always. So y'all can come on in the room. Hey, Sister Linda, and well, y'all know I can't pronounce y'all name, Kidda Blue. How you doing? How are you? I don't know what everybody is doing today, but if you are not able to watch this right now, maybe you'll catch it on the replay later. All right, but this is very important. And if you are a man, you might want to put your pride down and listen. Okay, Sister Janae, if that's you, I called you and you didn't answer. Okay, yeah. I don't know if that's my sister Janae. If that's you, I did call you. And you didn't. Just give me a chance, guys. I'm just sharing the link so some people can come on in the room. All right. Okay. Okay, so you was busy. Hi, Terry. How is everyone doing? Hi, Terry. How are you? Okay, so the topic today is erectile dysfunction and prostate issue. I'm going to try my best not to stay too long. I tend to just go rambling on and stay too long. I'm going to try my best not to stay too long on this video, okay? I did a couple of videos, a couple of years ago about the prostate, and then I talk a lot about erectile dysfunction. And it seemed like the more I talk about it, the more people just simply don't know. When you're doing stuff like this, you just got to be repetitive. You just got to keep repeating yourself because there's always new people that's just coming into the information. Let me say this, right? A couple of years ago, I went to a function and I ran into a couple of brothers, and one of the brothers were in his 30s and another one was in his 40s. And I started talking about the prostate, and not one of these brothers knew what their prostate was. They asked me, what is a prostate? What's a prostate? They had no clue. We're talking about grown men in their 30s grown men that are sexually active, grown men that have wives and children, have no clue about what their prostate is. It's sad. And so you see why I do videos like this over and over again, because you have brothers out here that we're not talking about a teenager. We're not talking about a 12-year-old here. We're talking about grown men in their 30s and 40s who have no idea what their prostate is. So I'm going to go over what your prostate is, and what is the main function of your prostate, and why you should not have prostate problem, brothers. And also we're going to talk about erectile dysfunction a little bit. Okay. But firstly, can we just talk about a little bit to the sisters here? Listen, sisters, I'm going to beat y'all over the head with this every time I go live. We're going to talk about this, right? Why is it? Can one of y'all sister tell me why is it that y'all hate the topic of weight loss so much? Why it's like exercise and weight loss, just keeping in shape is like kryptonite to the Black woman. Nobody wants. It's like every time I try to talk about staying in shape, getting fit, exercising. It's like there's always some Black woman getting ready to be on the attack. You know what I mean? Why is exercise kryptonite to Black women? I just don't get it. Y'all got to, you got to do better, sisters. You got to do better, man. I'm not going to stop talking about exercise. I'm not going to stop talking about exercise. You got to do better. Okay. 4 out of 5 Black women are obese, at least right here in America alone. That's the statistics. 4 out of 5 Black women are obese. And we can sit here and come up with all the white man statistic and this, that, and the third. You don't need the white man statistic. Just look around you. Look in your family. Look at the woman in your family. Look at the woman when you go to the supermarket. Look at the woman on the subway train. Look at the woman when you're at work. Look at the woman as you walk down the block. Look at the Black woman when you walk into a corner store somewhere, in the supermarket, in Walmart. For God's sake, you don't need a statistic to tell us that Black women are overweight. Just look around you. That's all you have to do. Look at your little girls. And now the little boys are walking around wobbling. They're overweight as well. So we don't need no white man statistic to tell us that the Black woman is overweight. All you got to do is open your eyes and look around your environment. We're everywhere. We're overweight. And we need to stop. It's like all I hear is, oh, well, I have so much to do. I have to work, my schedule, this, that, and this. Let me tell y'all something, okay? You're not as busy as your foremothers were back in the days, okay? Try being outside on a farm somewhere in the field, picking all type of crops while having a baby on your back, and then having to go home and cook meal for your husband and the family and the children. Okay. And then you got to go wash the clothes and all the stuff in the house that you had to eat, like the oil. Okay. Grandma had to make the oil, the coconut oil. Okay. She didn't go get it from the store. She had to make it. Okay. All the stuff that you eat, she had to make it. Flour, this, that, and the third. It wasn't no coming from no store. She had to handmade it from scratch, and she did it all. And here we are having everything at our disposal, and we're talking about, oh, we don't have time to go for a 30-minute walk around the block. Excuses, excuses, excuses is all I hear every day from Black women. Excuses. Talking about you can't exercise, you're too tired, you got this, you're that, you got to do that, your schedule, blah, 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 blah. Give me a break if I can do it. And I have a lot going on. I work out 6 days a week. 6 days a week. I forgot how many days are, 7, right? Okay, 7 days in a week, right? Okay, I don't know why I thought there were 6 days. I work out 6 days a week. Yeah. And y'all see me posted in the group if you're in my group. I try to post this every day. I don't have the time to post it every single day, but I do try to post every day when I'm in the gym or I'm outside jogging or whatever it is I'm doing. I try to, because I'm trying to motivate you guys. But I just want to get that off my chest. Sisters, y'all got to do better, man. And I don't care if you're skinny and slim, because see, sometimes it's not about being overweight, it's about being healthy. And skinny people do get heart attack and stroke. See, this is what y'all don't understand. So just because you're slim doesn't mean you shouldn't be exercising, because you still need to have blood flow, natural, you don't have, you shouldn't be having issues with blood flow. Exercise helps to keep the blood flowing, you see, and prevent a heart attack and a stroke. I'm talking about you skinny people who likes to say, well, I don't need to exercise, I'm slim. Puh. Okay. Anyway. All right. So the topic today is two things I'm gonna touch on, right? Erectile dysfunction and prostate problem. Let's talk about the erectile dysfunction first, right? Erectile dysfunction, brothers, if you're watching, is very easy to fix, believe it or not. Okay, I am shocked at how many brothers. I got a phone call a couple of weeks ago, and this is one of the reasons I'm touching on this topic. Okay, I got a phone call from someone who's very close to the family, right? His family member, someone who's very close to him, ended up in the hospital because he took a well-known pill, right, for ED, and it landed him in the hospital. All right, some of you guys know what that pill is, if you know what I'm talking about, right? He took the pill, and we don't know what happened, and he ended up in the hospital, almost lost his. Anyway, we're not going to go there, but so that was very close to home, right? And so erectile dysfunction is caused by a lack of blood circulation to the male private area, right? A lack of blood circulation. So if your blood isn't flowing freely like it should throughout your body, through the veins, right, through the arteries, if it's not flowing freely like it should, you're going to have problem. Okay. So now, if you are having erectile dysfunction, I want you guys to pay attention closely. If a man is having erectile dysfunction is the least of his problem. Let me tell you that right now, because erectile dysfunction is a symptom of a bigger problem, right? So erectile dysfunction, when you're having erectile dysfunction, it means that your arteries are clogged up or partially clogged, right? So the blood is not flowing freely through the arteries, right? So what happened when you're having issues with clogged arteries? You're at risk for a heart attack and a strokes, brothers. If you're listening, hello, are you listening, brothers? Okay, so if you're having erectile dysfunction, that's your body giving you a warning sign that something else bigger is about to happen. You see what I mean? So yeah, you want to get rid of erectile dysfunction, but you should mostly be focusing on the fact that you're about to have a heart attack or a stroke, right? So what happened is, when men is suffering from erectile dysfunction, they go to their doctor, right? What their doctor do is give them a Band-Aid, a little Band-Aid, right? And that Band-Aid is in the form of a pill, right? Hey, go take this pill and you'll get it up and you can go have fun with your wife, right? No focus on what the real problem is, which is the clogged arteries, right? They're trying to fix your sexual problem, but the biggest problem is the fact that you're having issues with blood flow. You get what I'm saying? So, brothers, if you're having issues with erectile dysfunction, your main problem and your main focus should be unblocking the arteries. Very simple. And I'm going to share my screen and show you how it's done. Okay, it is a very simple process. that can be done. Let me see how long it takes. 3, 6, in about 7 weeks. In about 7 weeks, gone. All right. So I'm going to share my screen. And sisters, if you're here and your husband is not here, share the video with your husband. And if you're in the room and you haven't hit the like button, y'all need to repent right now. Just repent. Okay, hit the share button. And you should be sharing this video with your brothers, your whoever, men in your family, sharing it with them, because this is information that might be able to help them. Okay, I'm giving you, listen, I don't come on here with big words. I try to get rid of big words. I try to talk to my people like I talk to my people every day. I don't be going into some big words and trying to, like I'm reading from a dictionary. Okay, I'm giving it to you raw. All right. So if you're having erectile dysfunction, brothers, it's simply a lack of blood flow to your male area. All right. Okay. So now I'm going to share my screen and I'm going to show you guys just a small protocol for you to do every day for 7 weeks. Are we still here? Okay. I'm sorry about that, guy. I don't know what happened. Lord. Okay. Let me try that again. Let me try that again. I don't know what happened here. All right. Devil is busy today. All right. Let's try that again, guys. I'm going to share my screen. Hopefully your brothers are watching. Okay. All right. Let me make this bigger for you guys. Okay. All right, so we're gonna go to the website called Grassroot Botanicals. All right, I'm gonna put the link in the chat. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. This program is free on this website. Free. Ain't trying to sell y'all no program. It's free here. So you go to the website Grassroot Botanicals and you go to the section that says Cleanse and Flushes and Protocol. You scroll down, right? That's also where the parasite cleanses. You're going to scroll all the way down. And you're going to come to a program called Unblocking the Arteries. There it is right there. And I'm just going to read it to you guys for a second. This is how, my brothers, you are going to help yourself to unclog the arteries and get rid of your erectile dysfunction. Okay? Plenty of brothers have done this and it has helped them. Okay, so this protocol is created to help the body promote proper circulation, which will bring blood flow freely throughout the body, including the arteries and your private area, preventing a heart attack, a stroke, and erectile dysfunction. Okay, the entire program is right here from start to finish. It tells you exactly what you need to do. Okay. And there is a herbal formula, which is right here to your left, which is what you need to get that is going to help you. And there are some other things that you need to pick up at the supermarket. Some of those things are garlic, ginger, and key limes. Okay. It's all in here. It's all of it, all of the instruction. This is a full instruction right here. It's called Unblocking the Arteries. Okay. I'm going to share the link. I'm putting it in the chat right now. There's the link right there. Sister Kelly says she need my Cash App. What is my Cash App? I don't even know. I'm gonna put my Cash App in the chat if I can find it. I don't really ask people for anything because I don't want to be one of those people. I don't even remember my Cash App. It's terrible. I'm gonna put it in the chat, sis. I'm gonna put it in the chat right now. put it in the chat right now. Okay, so my Cash App is $ Malika Benjamin. Let me put it in the chat. There it is. There's my Cash App. Yeah. All right. Okay. So I just posted the link to that website, and on that website there is the complete instruction to help brothers. So in the instruction, you're going to start the program, right? And you're going to do it for 3 weeks, brothers. And after 3 weeks, you're going to skip 1 week. You're going to skip 1 week, and then after that 1 week that you skip, you're going to begin the program again for another 3 weeks while you are taking the herbal formula. All right. And you're going to see a big change. Trust me. Trust me. How do I know this? Well, I have people in my family who's gone through this problem. Not my husband, in case you're wondering. No, my husband is, I do have brothers. I do have family members who, older than me, and they've gone through these type of problem. And so that's why I know it works, because they come back to me and tell me that it works. Okay, because I'm not a man. I don't do these things because I'm not a man. But the men that I have around me that have done this have told me that this has worked for them. Okay, so that is the program there. All right. Okay. Any question regarding erectile dysfunction before I move on to the prostate? Any question? Hey, Brother Hostel, how are you? How are you? My brother Hostel is in the house, All right, so nobody have any question about erectile dysfunction? I'm telling you, listen to me, brothers. Getting rid of erectile dysfunction to me is one of the easiest thing. And I'm just shocked as to how brothers have such a hard time getting rid of it, or just don't know how to get rid of it, because the doctors are not telling you. Either they don't know, or they simply don't want to let you know. I don't know what the reason is, but it's one of the easiest thing to fix, believe it or not. Trust me. Some of the things you need, you're going to find it right there in the supermarket. All right. And some herbs. All right. Okay. But before I move on, brothers, you need a cleanse, which is on that instruction that I gave you. You have to do a cleanse first. Okay, which means you're going to have to take a day off from work, stay home, do the cleanse, because you're going to be going to the bathroom. You need to clean out the system, right? And you're going to have to change your diet, for God's sakes. Okay. All right. Now, prostate. We're going to talk about the prostate. Let me share something here. We're moving on to the prostate. I plan on not staying on here for too long, so we're going to move on to the prostate. All right. All right. Where did I have it? Wait a minute. Where is it? Okay, here we go. I don't know if you guys can share this. All right. Let me know if you guys can see that. So I have on the screen there an image of the male reproductive system. Whoops. Excuse me. All right. There we go. Okay. Pardon me, guys. So on the screen, we have an image of the male reproductive system, right? Okay, so I'm going to try and run through this quickly and not stay too long, okay? Okay, so what you're looking at here, here's your prostate right here. I want you guys to follow my little arrow right here, right? Here's your prostate right there. So the main function, brothers, of your prostate is your prostate produce a fluid called a prostatic fluid, right? And the main function of your prostate is to produce a fluid that helps you to produce your sperm, okay? So, brothers, you need your prostate, because especially for you young brothers who are not married yet and you're looking to get married and have children, if you don't have a prostate, you ain't going to be able to have children. right? Because your prostate helps you to produce children. Okay, you need it. All right, I just want to make that very clear. Okay, so your prostate produce a sperm, I mean a fluid, right? Produce a fluid, and the fluid, it sends the fluid to here. This little organ right here is called a seminal vesicle, right? And that little organ right there does its job, and then it sends that fluid all the way down here through this organ called the vas deferens, right? It travels down here, that fluid, and it comes all the way down here to your testes. This is your testicle right here, right? Okay. Your testes, brothers, finish the job of making your sperm. Okay? Okay. Your testicle is also responsible for producing testosterone, right? I just want to make that very clear. So you need all these organs. This is all your male reproductive organs here. You need them. This is why you cannot afford to get them sick. I want y'all brothers to understand how serious this is. I have dealt with so many men with prostate problems, and it becomes brothers. To them, it's embarrassing to them because it's like they realize that it's a point in their life where they have no control over their body. They have no control over the sickness. They're not able to use the functions of their bodies anymore. They have a wife at home and their parts are not working properly. And now they realize that things have hit the fan. You know what I mean? So I'm just wanting you guys to realize that having prostate problem is a serious thing for men. And you might be walking around now thinking, oh, I'm good. I don't feel sick. I'm good. But what are you doing to maintain your prostate? That's the question you should ask yourself. What are you doing, brothers, to maintain? You see, because it's all about maintenance. If you're not maintaining your health, sickness is going to happen. Okay, so now, what are some of the causes of prostate problem, right? Prostate enlargement. Now, the doctors will tell you that prostate enlargement is normal. Prostate enlargement. Let me go back. Let me look at you guys for a second. Let me say this to y'all. Prostate enlargement, brothers, your doctors will tell you that prostate enlargement is normal. No, it's not. Okay? Prostate enlargement is not normal at all. Your prostate is supposed to be at a certain size, normal size, the way the Most High put it inside of you. And if it has become enlarged, it's for a reason, right? There's a difference between prostate enlargement and prostatitis, okay? Prostatitis is when you have an inflammation in the prostate, which I'm going to talk about in a minute, right? When the prostate is enlarged, that's not normal either, okay? So you are lacking a lot of nutrients in the system, a lot of nutrients. A lot of you brothers are not eating healthy. You're not eating healthy. You're not eating any plant foods. You're not taking any supplements. You know what I mean? And you're lacking vital nutrients. And these nutrient deficiency they wreak havoc on our bodies. Okay? They do. So you need to be making sure that you're taking some type of liquid supplements, iron, magnesium, selenium, all of these things. If you can't get it from the foods that you're eating, take it in the supplements. And you also needs to be cleansing the system because the body is not going to absorb the food and the supplements if you're not cleansing. Okay? So I just want to make that very clear. Give me 1 second, guys. Give me 1 second. I don't know why this is happening. Okay. All right. So, brothers, if you have enlarged prostate, you need zinc, first of all, okay? zinc deficiency can cause your prostate to become enlarged. Okay, so you need to take some zinc and make sure you're taking the right zinc. All right, now let's talk about prostatitis. Prostatitis is when anything that ends in itis is inflammation. Okay, so when you're suffering from prostatitis, you have an inflammation in the prostate. Okay, and that can come from an infection. Okay, which we're going to talk about right now. So let me go back and share my screen. And I'm going to talk to you guys about what are some of the reasons why you get prostatitis, a swollen prostate, right? Number one, if you're an elder man and you're not, involved in copulation with a woman, right? It's been a while, it's been a couple of years, and you're not involved in copulation with a woman, right? That can cause prostate problem because your prostate create a fluid, right? And if that fluid is not going anywhere, it's going to just get backed up in the system, in the prostate, and that's going to cause a problem for you. So you see why the Most High create balance here. Balance. So not having enough copulation, right, and having too much copulation can be a problem. When a man reaches the age of around 30 years old, his body is no longer making sperm every single day. All right. His body is making sperm around every 3 days or so. So if you're just going at it all day, every day, you're putting a strain on your prostate. Brothers, right? Those of you with multiple wives, this is something that you need to think about. Just going. You're putting a strain on your prostate. And that can cause prostate problems as well. So you have to take care of your reproductive organs, all right? Even if you're not reproducing, they're still there and you need to take care of them. Otherwise, you're going to get problems with them. So balance. Too much copulation is a problem, and no copulation is a problem. You see, for the elders, if the elders are not out, don't have any woman and they're not doing nothing, yes, that can be a problem for the elders. And the younger brothers, all running around, doing all your stuff, you might want to slow down a little bit. We're dealing with balance here, okay? Now, let me just share with you the main cause. And also, I don't know what y'all are involved in, but if you have ever had an STD and has never been treated correctly, right? You have not gone to get it treated correctly. That can also sit there and cause prostate problems. So make sure you're going to the doctors and get yourself checked, brothers, okay? And sisters too, all right? But since this is a topic on the brothers, STDs, lack of treatment with STDs can cause prostate problem as well, okay? 50% of the men in America, according to their statistics, are black men. Black men are on the top of the list when it comes to men that are dying of prostate cancer. Black men are on the top of the list. You guys are dying faster than anybody else, okay? And some of the factors are a lack of health care. And one of the biggest factor also is the fact that brothers are not going to get their prostate checked. Esau don't have a problem going to get his prostate check. But I understand why brothers don't want to go and get their prostate checked, because as a man, you don't want to go somewhere and have somebody doing all type of stuff with your private area, right? It's embarrassing. And I get it. But if you're not going to go get it checked, for God's sakes, the least you can do is to take care of it, maintain it so it doesn't get ill, right? So I'm going to share my screen here. Let me share my screen. Daddy, I don't know what your DADYNE, Dadney, you're funny. Let me share my screen again and show you guys. Okay, so one of the major cause, right, of prostate issues right here is your colon, right here, your rectum, right? Your rectum. Okay. So let me say this, right? When you have a swollen prostate, you see where your prostate is? Your prostate is right here next to your bladder, right? So some of the symptoms that you're going to get when you have a swollen prostate or prostatitis, right? You're going to realize that you're going to have problems with urination, right? Your bladder, you can't hold liquid in your bladder. You frequently want to go to the bathroom day and night. You just keep running to the bathroom, right? Sometimes you might have blood coming out, back pain, and so on and so forth. Those are some of the symptoms of prostatitis, right? If you see here, the prostate is right up on the bladder there. So when the prostate is swollen, right, it tends to squeeze up against the urethra, the bladder, right? And so because the bladder is getting that pressure from the prostate, you're feeling the urge to urinate often, right? That's why, okay? Just want to make that clear. So now, one of the main cause of prostatitis is this right here, your rectum, right? Your rectum. When you go to the doctor to get your prostate check, right? This is where your doctor go to check your prostate, right? And why do they go here? Because your rectum is in very close proximity to your prostate. So that's why they go up the rectum, right? Hold on, let me share another. So here, right, is your small and large intestinal organs. Why is this the main cause of your prostate problem? Because brothers, when you have wastes trapped in your small and large intestines, right, which is what this is, right? Your intestine leads down to, where was I? To your rectum, your colon, right? This is all connected. Okay. I was not able to find a full image. So I have to show you those two images, right? So this is your rectum. Your rectum lead up to your colon, and your colon will go all the way up to your intestine, right? Okay. So when you have wastes, brothers and sisters too, trapped in your colon, right? And your small and large intestinal organs, right? You're going to have problems, brothers, with your prostate. Why? Why are you going to have problem with your prostate? Why? Because, give me 1 second. I'm going to share my screen again. Pardon me. Okay, I'm going to share my stool, my stool. I'm going to share I'm going to show you guys something. All right. So, brothers, this here is what we call a toilet stool or a step stool, right? It's a step stool, right? So when you are sitting on your toilet, brothers, to go to do your number 2, right? The modern day toilet was not created for anybody, really. It's just, it works against your prostate, okay? Because you're supposed to be squatting when you go to the bathroom, all right? This is why, we laugh at those people in Africa and all the other parts of the country when they go into the bushes and squat. But that's really how you're supposed to be going to the bathroom. You're supposed to be squatting. So since we're living in modern time and we can't just walk into the bushes and go to the bathroom, we have footstool, right? And you're supposed to put a footstool in front of your bathroom, because when you're sitting, your knees are supposed to extend, okay? And your body is supposed to be in a certain position to where your feces is flowing naturally out your body. If you are sitting like this on your toilet when you're doing a number 2, what happens, let me share my screen again so you guys can have a visual, okay? What happened, brothers, is, where is it? Come on. What happened when you go into the bathroom and you're sitting on the toilet regular, right? Um, some of your feces seep into the prostate, right? Because you're not sitting correctly. Because your rectum is so close to your prostate, some of the feces tends to seep into the prostate, which is what causes prostatitis a lot of the time, which is what causes the prostate to become inflamed. Okay, this is why you have inflammation in the prostate, because you have feces seeping into the prostate, which is no good at all. You shouldn't have feces seeping into anywhere else but out, just going out of your body. All right, so you need a footstool, brothers and sisters too, because I use them. I have them in my bathrooms here. We use them in our house. Okay, brothers are supposed to have a footstool in front of the toilet when you're going. You need them in order for your body to be in alignment to when you're going. Your colon is supposed to be in the right position when you're going. It helps. Having a squatting helps you to relieve gas freely. It helps you to do a number two freely, right? It helps you to relieve waste freely, believe it or not. You know what I'm saying? Sitting, how you sit on the toilet nowadays, you don't get to relieve all of the waste from the system. You don't. Try the footstool and come back to me and let me know how that works for you. Trust me. Okay. Oh boy, my brother Hostel, you're killing me. Yeah. So I'm just giving you guys a little, little tips here to help yourself with. So you need a footstool, brothers. Get a footstool. You can get them from Walmart for $5, $6, $7, $8. Okay, keep them in front of your toilet. That's gonna eliminate a lot of problems. All right. If you were one of those brothers who are always bloated and filled with gas, you sit in the toilet, your knees are extended, and that helps the gas to be released from the system quicker. Okay. Okay. How often does black man get checked? Once a year. You can go. You know what I mean? Once a year. But brothers, here's one of the problem, right? I ask black folks all the time, what are you doing to make sure that you don't get diabetes and this, that, and the third, right? And the first answer they give me is, oh, I go to the doctor and get checked. That's what you're doing to make sure you don't get sick, going to the doctor? You want to know what a person who owns a car do to make sure that the car don't break down? What do? They maintain the car by getting an oil change, right? By changing the brakes, change the fluids, right? That's what you do. You don't wait for a mechanic to tell you. You do what you do on your own to maintain your vehicle. So why are you waiting to go to a doctor for your doctor to tell you? You're supposed to be maintaining your health by doing things regularly, daily, to make sure that your body stays in good shape, in good health. All right, so brothers, cleansing. How do you keep the colon and the rectum and the intestine clean? By cleansing. You got to do a cleanse. That's how you keep the prostate healthy, man. Because if you have waste, poop. The other day I posted something in my group, and something about I don't remember what it was, but I remember saying that when Elvis Presley passed away, and during the autopsy, they found over 40 pounds of waste in his system. He suffered from really bad constipation, and he had so much feces in his intestines. I have a nephew right now. He's in England. Okay. I have a nephew in England. I got the phone call. He's in the hospital. Um, he's in the hospital because he was having issues with constipation. And they had to do some type of procedure to remove the wastes from his stomach. He had so much. Listen, I'm telling you guys about a family member here. Okay. My nephew had so much waste in his system. It became so hard that he was unable to pass it through his rectum. They had to do a procedure to remove the waste from his system. Okay. This is my nephew I'm talking about, my brother's son. All right. These are people who don't listen to me. They're on their own as far as I'm concerned. They're doing their thing. I don't give a rat's behind. I pass the message along and I dust my feet off and I keep it moving. And I'm doing the same thing with those of you brothers and sisters who listen to me. I had people in my group who have been sitting in the group for years and they're suffering from arthritis. They're suffering from all type of nonsense. And they've been sitting in the group for years and they won't ask for help. And we post the stuff in the group. They won't do it. And then when shit hits the fan, then they're coming in my inbox. Oh my God, sis, this, that, and the third. And it's like, okay, it's too late. How long you been in my group? 5 years. Now you waited until it's too late. You see what I mean? So you can't, I won't be able to help everyone because there are some people who simply don't need help. There are people who enjoy being victim, just feeling sorry for themselves. They see the help, they know it's there, but the attention that they get from crying every day, it feels better to them than actually fixing the problem. So I understand that I won't be able to help everybody, and that's fine with me. This information is free. I'm giving it to you guys for free. There are people out here on social media who are trying to sell you this information. You don't go on people's website and they have free program for you to do for your diabetes, to unblock your arteries, for your erectile dysfunction. I have all of these programs on this website here, right? That I try to share with you guys every single day. Go there, take the information and fix your problem. If you're suffering from type 2 diabetes, if you have anybody in your family suffering from type 2 diabetes, I have a program. I'm going to share it again, right? Let me go over it again. For those of you who are just joining me. Where is it? Give me 1 second. So on this same website, Grassroot Botanical, right? We have a parasite cleanse at the top. And if you scroll all the way down, there's a program right here. Type 2 diabetes 35-day program. This is a program that was put together and prepared by my brother, master herbalist Patrick Delves, right? It's right here on my on this website here. For free, right here, right? I'm gonna put the link in the chat again. Put it in there again, right? It's right here for free. But it's like every day I get a phone call. Oh, my grandmother have this, and this person have that, and blah blah blah. And all of these information is right here for free. So it's like, why do I even bother giving it away for free? Because y'all don't want it. It's right there for free. Why? Because my intention is to help you. I'm not trying to make a buck from anybody, okay? When I started selling herb, because people started asking me to sell the herb. I was giving people information and telling them, hey, go and get these herbs. Here's a list of herb that you need to get. And people started hitting me up in the inbox. Sis, why aren't you selling these herbs? We want to buy the herbs from you. We don't know where to go get it. Please start selling the herbs so we can buy it from you. And that was the only reason why I started selling herb, because I had no intention of ever selling herbs, right? So I created a website and I started selling the herbs, right? But the more people keep coming, there's so many of our people suffering from all these illnesses. And so we started creating these programs instead of me being bombarded with so many people email, phone call, inboxes, in the group, everywhere. I say, you know what? Let me create these programs for the people and give it to them for free so they can just go there and do it. But your choice. How you doing, Judah 12 tribe? Shalom, shalom, shalom. Okay, have I covered everything with the prostate? No, I did not. I did not. So, brothers, listen to me. You don't have to have prostate problems to maintain. Let me show you guys something, right? I have a husband in the house, right? He doesn't have prostate problem. But you know what I do as his wife? Hello. Okay, I'm Sister Malika now. Y'all know me. I'm the herb lady. I prepare things for my husband as a man to make sure that his health is in tip-top shape, okay, at all times, okay? So here's a prostate formula that I always keep in the house at all times for my husband. And I have all these different formulas here that I make for him, okay? Things for his liver, things for his prostate, things for his testosterone, things for this, things for that. He don't have any problem with any of these things, but I always make sure that I help him to maintain, because I don't want him to have these problems. Who wants to be 30, 40, 50, and 60 walking around popping pills, going to the dialysis center every day, you know, having all type of issues, not being able to maintain a normal life because your organs are failing, right? You don't want that. So I try to take care of my husband. Okay, I take care of myself, right? And that's what you brothers need to do. And you sisters that are watching need to do the same thing. You have a husband at home, you need to take care of him, because he might listen. Your husband, if he works, right? He got other things going on. He's out there teaching whatever. He don't have time to be coming home and making stuff and preparing stuff. You as the wife needs to make sure that you have the things at home prepared for him and ready for him to take it. It's that simple. I have all these things here for my husband. And I make a lot of these things for my husband, right? And when he started taking them, he said to me, why don't you make these for the brothers and sisters so they can have it? And that's why you guys see me making tinctures, herbal tinctures, right? This is the prostate tincture that I have on the website, right? Same thing I have there for my husband. So I started making all these things for my husband, and then I started making it for anybody who's interested in them. You don't have to buy it from me. You can buy it wherever you want, okay? But there's some herbs in here that if you have an enlarged prostate, herbs like saw palmetto, white sage, corn silk, right? Those are herbs that helps to shrink an enlarged prostate, get rid of the inflammation in there, right? And get the prostate back down to its normal size. And some other herbs in there that if, help with the urination, with the bladder and so on and so forth, right? Give me 1 second again. I'm going to share my screen again. Hit the like button if you're in here, right? Hit the like button. So where is it? So I have all these tinctures here. Now I'm going to explain to you guys the difference between herbal tinctures and loose herb, okay? In a second. I'm going to explain that to you guys in a second. Now, if you are suffering from prostate cancer, right? I suggest number one, you are dealing with your doctor, okay? Because I don't want anybody come say, Sister Malika, give me herbs and I'm on medication and now I don't take some herb and medication and it messed up my whole situation. No, 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 no. I suggest you go see a professional for that, all right? So right here is a prostate formula 2% prostate formula. We have one in liquid and one in the loose herb. If you are suffering from serious prostate problems, I suggest you get the loose herb because there's a lot more herbs in there, and you need to be on a protocol to fix your prostate. Okay. So if you are just want to take something just to maintain your prostate, then you can buy the liquid. All right. So I just wanted you guys to just wanted to show you guys that. Okay. Brothers, listen to me carefully. And sisters too. Here's a cleanse called the gallbladder cleanse, right? Right here. Most of you guys who are watching probably have done this before, right? You don't need me to tell you to do a gallbladder cleanse. You don't. You don't need me to tell you to do any type of cleanse. You should be doing a cleanse at least every 3 months. At least every 3 months, you should be doing a cleanse. Cleanse should be mandatory in your house, because if you're waking up and you're eating crap, which most of our people are doing, all the processed food and the meat, the excessive amount of meat that you're eating, and that all of that food is not moving through your large and small intestines, you're not relieving it through your colon because you're not going to the bathroom properly. Okay, first of all right, so we know you got food stuck up there, right? All that waste that you have sitting up there. You need to be cleansing so you don't have stuff sitting in your gut. So at least every 3 months, brothers and sisters, you should be doing a cleanse. And you don't need Sister Malika to tell you this. My husband, right? My husband comes home. Let me tell y'all something. My husband comes home ever so often, right? Every couple of months he comes home. He say, honey, make me a cleanse. I don't even have to remind him. He knows. His body tells him when he needs a cleanse. And he comes home and he asks for it. Honey, can you make me a cleanse? You see what I mean? That's what you need to do, brothers. Your body should be telling you what's wrong with it. All of us gets the sign. If you keep getting headaches, if you keep getting stomach cramps, right? You getting tired, you're getting back pain. Back pain is not normal. Unless you fall down and bust your behind and hurt your back, you shouldn't be getting back pain. So if you're getting constant back pain, a lot of people don't realize that back pain sometimes is because you have a buildup of waste in your intestines. Okay. You try doing a cleanse and it'll go away. Okay. So if you're getting symptoms, headaches, stomach cramp every day, you're always bloated, right? Just tiredness, no matter how many times, how many hours you rest at night, you get 8 hours of sleep, you're sleeping, you still wake up tired. Brothers, it's because, and sisters too, you have waste in your system, man. Do a cleanse and do them often, right? And also, you're lacking certain nutrients. Did you know that a lack of iron will cause you to be so sleepy, cause you to have hair loss? Yes, hair loss. Lack of iron will cause hair loss, brothers and sisters, right? And it will cause gray too, gray hair, yes. Liquid iron. Make sure you're taking your iron in liquid, not the pills, liquid, okay? You know what? Let me share my screen again and show you which one I take personally. All right? I'm going to tell you guys which one I take. Give me 1 second. This is very important, man. This is very, very, very important. If you get up every day and you're always feeling tired, you're just no matter how many sleep you get, here's the liquid iron that I take. All right. And I get it from the vitamin shop. And I can tell you right now, I'm not promoting anybody's business, but I'm being transparent with you guys, and I'm showing you guys what it is that I do. This is a liquid iron that I take. Excuse me. The brand is called Floradix, right? And it is an iron and herb. Now, why am I telling you guys to take supplements? Because, pay attention, the soil, the food that we're eating that comes from the soil, right? The soil is depleted in nutrients. We're not getting the amount of nutrients that we should be getting from the fruits and vegetables that we're eating. We're not, okay? So that's why we have to supplement. That's just a fact, all right? American soil is trash. Them tomatoes and this and that and orange and apples and whatever that we're buying, a lot of them are being grown in those little houses, those little, whatever you call those houses. They're not getting enough sunlight. You know, they're using lamps and all type of light to grow the food indoors and all type of stuff. So there is really no nutrients in a lot of the food that we're eating. And so that's why we're depleted in these nutrients. So that's why we need supplements. Okay, that's a fact. I take supplements because I have enough sense and I understand that the food that we have available to us here in the United States, it does not contain the supplements that we need. Okay, maybe if I was in the Caribbean, or in a way the soil is richer, but sadly we're not. Okay, so this is the liquid iron that I take regularly. Okay, the brand is called Floradix. All right, Floradix. It's iron and herb, and that's the brand that I take. All right. I can tell you from experience that it actually work. Okay, actually work. A lack of iron can cause a lot of problems for you. People who are suffering from depression, you'd be surprised if you start taking iron, magnesium, selenium, B complex. Right. Got a lot of the B vitamins in there. Right. Buffered vitamin C, right? Just, a lot of these supplements, you'd be surprised how much your depression will help. Go outside, go for a walk, get some sun, get some vitamin D from the sun. I'm talking to those of you who are suffering from depression now. Okay. And the mothers, the new mom who is suffering from, postpartum depression. It's a lack of nutrients. That's your problem, okay? Your problem is a lack of nutrients because that baby that you were carrying has sucked every last bit of nutrients you had in your system, okay? So now you are suffering from depression because all of that nutrients that you're supposed to be having for yourself has gone to the baby. Now your brain is suffering. Your brain is foggy, not enough oxygen going to the brain, not enough blood flow. You have a lot going on, mama. So you need to be cleansing and taking some supplements and start eating some healthy food. Okay. All right. So brothers, cleanse. The first thing you need to do if you want to fix your erectile dysfunction is to cleanse. And if you want to fix your prostate, you need to cleanse. And there are herbs that is going to help you to shrink your prostate. Can I cleanse when breastfeeding? If your baby doesn't have any medical problem and you don't have any medical problem, yes. Okay. Yes, you can. Just do a small cleanse, not one of those big ones that's going to have you, all over the place. Okay, brothers. So, yeah, I'm gonna share my screen again. And this video today was inspired because I got a couple of inbox from brothers regarding the topic that we are dealing with right now. Okay, that's why. So here's a cleanse, as I mentioned, brothers. If you're suffering from prostate problems or erectile dysfunction, the first thing you need to do is a cleanse. Okay, and as I mentioned, I'm going to share it again. On the same website, Grassroot Botanicals, there is, where is it? Sorry, guys, there's a lot of stuff here. Okay, so there is a herbal formula for unblocking your arteries, and that is going to help you with your erectile dysfunction, okay? And if you scroll one line down, you're going to see two formulas for prostate right here. Two of them, one in liquid form, one in the loose herb. Now, what is the difference between the liquid herb and the loose herb? Okay. Your liquid herb is called a tincture, a herbal tincture. Herbal tinctures are very strong, okay? They are made from the loose herb. They're very, very strong, and they go into the bloodstream quicker and they work faster, okay? But unfortunately, they're very expensive because it's a process to make them, okay? So it's a long process to make them, and it's an expensive process to make them. So they're a little bit more expensive, but they work faster, okay? And that's why you only see them in small bottles, because people are not going to spend money on them big bottles. Like if I were to make this and sell it to you, this is going to be very expensive because it's a lot. Okay. This is a 32-ounce bottle. And you go to any herbal store, you're only going to find these tinctures in a 1 or 2 ounce bottle because they're very, very expensive. And the herbs inside of them are expensive. A pound of saw palmetto is somewhere between $30 and $40, I believe. I don't remember. But before I go, for those of you brothers who are living down in Florida, right? My husband and I just came back from Florida. And I was surprised to realize that Florida has tons and tons of saw palmetto, right? If you don't know what saw palmetto is, before I go, for those of you brothers, if you're in Florida and you're watching this, if you're in Florida and you have prostate problem, listen, there is an herb called saw palmetto, right? And I'm gonna share my screen right now. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna share my screen right now. Give me 1 second, guys. 1 second. Okay. Now I'm going to share my screen. So, if you're in Florida, right, and you see this plant right here, I don't know if you guys can see it. If you live in Florida and you see this plant right here, this is called a saw palmetto plant, right? It's everywhere in Florida. They even have highways and streets and avenues and lanes named after this one plant right here. I was down there, right? There you go. That's a native plant to Florida. Why am I showing you guys that? Why? Saw palmetto is one of the best herb for the prostate. Okay? It's both a male and female herb, because it's also a herb that is used in a formula for women that is taking care of their uterine fibroids. But it's also one of the herb that is used in a prostate formula as well, because saw palmetto is one of the best herb for the prostate. It helps to shrink and enlarge prostate. And brothers, Esau has created groups on Facebook dedicated to saw palmetto. In Florida, it is illegal to harvest saw palmetto, right? It's illegal. If you have it on your property, you can't even harvest it. You need some type of paperwork from the government to harvest saw palmetto, because the white folks know what saw palmetto is, and they've been harvesting it and making money off of it, right? Black folks, on the other hand, don't even know what it is and just walk right past it on the side of the road and don't even know. I went down there, I saw a whole bunch of it. I grabbed some of them. You damn right I did. You damn right. Okay, you damn right I did. I sure did. I have a whole box of it downstairs. But let me tell y'all something. Saw palmetto is one of the main herb that is used in a prostate formula. Okay? Yes, saw palmetto. All right? For the prostate. That's why Esau is grabbing it. That's why it's being sold so expensive, $35, $40 a pound. It's scientific research has been done on sapel meadow, and it is one of the best herbs for the prostate, to shrink and enlarge prostate. And while Esau is down there grabbing it, I see Jake just walk around. I'm like, well, our people don't even know what's going on around them. Jesus Christ. Well, yes. I don't know why I can't pronounce your name, but yes. I don't know if I think you're a female. Yeah. Sinois. Mm-hmm. Okay. Yeah. So just wanted to share that with my people that live down there in Florida. Okay. I just want to, that if you have some sapel meadow around, be on the lookout. They are mature through the month of August, September. That's when they're fully mature. Okay, and they begin to ripen. Okay, I just want to let you guys know that. Just don't let Esau see you grabbing them. Okay, but I'm just letting y'all know. Okay. Just want y'all to have a little bit of information on that. Okay, so who have questions before I go? Because I did plan not to stay on here for too long. Hey, Sister Linda, how are you? Okay, does anybody have any questions before I go? Do not plan on staying on here for too long. Shalom, Israel, shalom. Please don't have any kids in the United States. Brother Hostile, I am going to, you're something else. Okay, all right. So nobody have any more question? I am going to go, okay? Thank you guys for watching. You have been, I know I haven't been on this channel for a while. And I'm good, sister. I'm good. What's a good kidney fix? Brother Hostile, let me say this to you. I'm being very transparent, right? When it comes to the kidneys, I don't. The only thing I can tell people, right? If you don't have kidney problem, make sure it stays that way, please, because the kidneys are some of the most difficult organs to fix, right? And depending on what you're doing, you can further damage the kidneys if you don't know what you're doing. My brother, Master Herbalist Patrick Delp, he don't even mess with a kidney patient like that anymore. I'm being honest with you. I personally don't. I don't. And I'm honest enough to say that. I don't mess with kidney patient because the kidneys are very delicate organs, and there's certain way that you have to treat the kidneys. You have to make sure that you're not, being too aggressive with the treatment, with the herbs. You have to make sure that you're tonifying the kidneys. It's a lot going on. If the person is on dialysis, they're on medication, this and that, you can't, certain herbs can't mix with we're not going there. We're not going to go there with so I don't mess with people with kidney problem, and I'm being honest with you. For just regular maintenance of the kidney, listen, let me say this to you guys, right? Just for everyone who's watching. Elimination. What is elimination? Elimination is like flushing the toilet, right? It's like tossing out the dishwater, right? Maintaining the system by constantly doing elimination, meaning cleansing the system on a regular basis and not allowing the body to get buildup of waste, to have things sitting in the body. That's the best way to maintain your health, is not to have things sitting in the body and building up. When you don't do anything at all, when you just go about your life, you're not cleansing, right? You're not eating the right foods. You're not taking any herbs. You're not doing anything to maintain yourself. Your organs are going to break down after a while, and it's going to happen just like that. One day you end up in the ER, and next thing you know, you have a diagnosis, and next thing you know, you're on medication. Constant maintenance. My husband and I do a cleanse every 3 months or less, right? We're cleansing. We don't have any medical problems, but we take herbs constantly and we're cleansing constantly. Why? Because we understand that, shoot, with the crap that we're inhaling from the environment and the crap that we're eating from the food, with all the toxins that's coming into the body, you need to constantly eliminate all of that, right? Not every day. Not saying you have to do it every day, because you can't. You shouldn't do it every day. But regularly, every couple of months, every 2, 3, 4 months, you should be eliminating, because the stuff that you're eating, the excessive amount of meat, the chicken, takes sometimes 24 to 72 hours for meat to get digested and go out the system, right? And half of that sometimes don't leave the body. A lot of it is sitting in your intestines, right? So why are you cleansing? You're cleansing because you have a lot of crap sitting in your intestine. And when you have waste sitting in the intestine, you're going to have a problem. You ever heard of intestinal cancer? You ever heard of colon cancer? Oh, yeah. Colon cancer, intestinal cancer, all of those things happen when you have waste just sitting in your body. Colon cancer is one of the biggest things. It's everywhere. Every time I turn around, somebody is getting diagnosed with colon cancer, because people are not cleansing, because you're not going to the bathroom properly, because you don't have a footstool in front of your toilet. So when you poop, all of the waste is not leaving your body, and you have waste sitting in your body. So waste sitting there is going to cause problem. You're going to get cancer eventually if you're not cleansing regularly. And if you're not taking these bitter herbs, because bitter herbs helps to eliminate toxins. That's why the Most High created them. Didn't the Most High tell us to take the herbs? They help to eliminate waste and toxins from the body. That's why I take them. And they also help to clean up the skin, man, because when you take bitter herbs, it cleans the liver. The liver is one of the organs that is responsible for elimination of toxins. So when the liver is functioning well and it's eliminating toxins from the body, then your skin is going to be clean. You're not going to have problem with skin problem, like eczema and asthma and psoriasis and stuff like that. So you're going to have clean skin if you keep the liver well. And taking bitter herbs and flushing the system out on a regular basis helps to keep the skin clean, man. All right. What helps low testosterone? Greg Beckenbridge, brother Greg, I am going to. Can you repeat the website again? Okay, I'm going to share the website again. My brother, I'm going to answer 2 questions here. Niger Black, the website is grassroot, like grass, and then root, and the word botanical. I'm going to put it in the chat. Grassrootbotanicals with an S.com. All right, I'm putting it in the chat right now. I don't know why that didn't work. Okay, Jesus. All right, there it is in the chat. The website is Grassroot Botanical. And please, brothers and sisters, listen, just go to the website there. I created a whole bunch of cleanse there, a whole bunch of protocol. I have a cleanse there for people who are suffering from who have a lot of mucus in the system, right? It's called, I think I have it there. It's called the 30-day mucus-less cleanse. It helps to eliminate a lot of mucus. So if you're suffering from arthritis or any type of itis, if you have anything that ends with itis in the body, you should be doing either the parasite cleanse or the mucus-less cleanse. Either one of those cleanses is going to help you. Okay, one of them is 35 days and the other one is 17 days, right? So any one of those cleanses is going to help to eliminate the mucus and inflammation from the body. It's right there and it's free, right? My brother Greg, I'm going to share the website with you for, you said something to help with the testosterone. I'm going to share it with you right now. Give me 1 second. Give me 1 second. There we go. Okay, so the website is called Wake Up Jacob 12. Wake Up Jacob and the number 12.com. I'm going to share it in the chat, right? You're going to go to that website, and here is something for the men's testosterone and libido. It is called a testosterone and libido booster, right? Here it is right here. Right here. But we also have something for the ladies as well, right? We created something for the female libido, because I've had a lot of sisters come to me that they are having, they're not getting in the mood anymore, for whatever reason, you're just not in the mood. And so I want to let you guys know that these two formulas here, right? These two formula, the male testosterone and libido booster and the woman's libido booster. Let me share it in the chat. Let me share the link in the chat. Those two formulas was created by my brother, Master Herbalist Patrick Delve. He put those formulas together. Okay. He and I came together and we put it together. For those of you who are familiar with Mr. Delve. Now let me just say this, right? The male testosterone booster, it's not just for the testosterone. If you're a man, it's going to help you build muscle, because your testosterone is responsible for helping to build muscles, right? So if you are somebody who spent time in the gym, it's going to help you to bulk up a little. I'm not saying you're going to turn into the Hulk, but it's going to help you to build some muscles, because that's 100% herbs, and those herbs are specifically for that, okay? To build the libido, to help you out with the ladies, okay? And help build the testosterone, and also help you with some muscles. But obviously you can't just be taking it and sitting around on the couch. You have to be getting up and moving those muscles. So the website for that is wakeupjacob12.com, okay? And something is also there for the sisters. A lot of sisters ask me for something. And also, sisters, before I go, let me say this, right? A lot of sisters ask me for something for, vaginal dryness. Sea moss. Sea moss. If you don't take sea moss, there's a herb called marshmallow root, right? There's another herb called slippery elm. There is vegetable like okra. Anything that has mucilage, right? That has, kind of look like mucus-like, right? Like the sea moss. The sea moss is a gel. Anything that is gel-like, that is going to help you ladies to get the vajayjay moist again, okay? That's why, the Most High was not playing when he created us and create all the things that we need for ourselves and our bodies, man. We just lost our ways. Most High created all these foods and plants and things for every single part of our bodies. You losing stuff down there, there's a plant for that. There's quite a few plants for that, okay? Most High creates certain plants that move with certain parts of your body, that works with certain parts of your body, man. It's no coincidence that certain plants have certain texture that works for certain parts of the body, right? Certain plants that are good for the sperm, certain plants that are good for the female body parts. You know what I mean? Like they have an herb called milk thistle. Milk thistle is one of the best plants that helps the woman produce breast milk. Hello, that's why it's called milk thistle, right? You see what I'm saying? So, Most I don't, he didn't make no mistake when he created these herbs at all. You have just lost your ways. That's the problem. You've lost your ways, man. Cleansing. And if you're going to cleanse, you need to be giving the cleanse to your children as well. Your children need to be cleansing as well. All right. Okay, brothers and sisters, if you don't have any more question. Yes, wakeupjacob12.com. Yes, I just put it, here it is in the chat. I'm going to put it in there again. I'm going to put that in there it is. Hopefully you see it right there. Wakeupjacob12.com. Just click the link there. All right, let me see if I missed any more question. Well, yeah. I mean, there's a very good herb for kidney that you can find in the park. It's called Plantago A sciatica, and that plant as well. I've talked about that plant on this channel. That plant, you know what? Let me show you guys something real quick before I go. Let me show you guys something real quick. Let me show you guys something real quick. Something that's gonna make you feel silly. I'll show you guys something that's going to make you feel really silly, right? Now you go to the park, it's summertime. You have your children, right? 5 years old. NCNG, all praises to the Most High. I used to get my cleanse starting at the age of 5. Okay, if your child doesn't have any medical condition, he's not on medication, the age of 5, that's when you can start a small little cleanse. My grandmother used to give it to us. I was 5 years old. That as far as I can remember when I got my first cleanse, and my little sister. Yeah, but I'm going to show you guys something before I go. This plant right here, I know a lot of you guys have seen it all over the place, right? There it is. If you go to the park, you see it right there on the ground. They're everywhere, right? This plant right here. You can't tell me you haven't seen this plant right here. They're everywhere. Tell me I'm lying. Look at it. There it is. Everywhere you go, that plant is there, right? That plant is called Plantago A sciatica, right? It's in the park. Am I lying? Tell me I'm lying. Tell me I'm lying. That plant, the name of that plant is called Plantago A sciatica, and it is a very good for the kidneys. It's also good for back pain if you're having kidneys and you're having pain in the back as a result of kidney problem, right? But that plant right there, if you're in the park with your children and you get your kids get stung from a bee or a wasp or whatever, you or your kids, it doesn't matter. That plant, all you need to do is grab a couple of the leaves, rub them together in your hand, and rub it on where you got the bite. Gone in a matter of seconds. Okay, that plant right there is called Plantago A sciatica. Very good for wasp or bee sting. Just remember that. Look at it again. I'm gonna share my screen again. It's in the park. You can't miss it. You look down and it's right there in the park. Right? Right there. There it is. You can't miss it. You see it. It's all over New York City if you're in New York City and everywhere else. It's right there in the park. You ever get stung by a bee, a couple of the leaves, rub them in your hand till you get the juice from it, and then you rub it on your skin where you get the bite. Or if you have been stung by poison ivy, that's very good for it as well. All right. Okay. Hope I was able to help with that. Okay, so I guess you guys have no other questions, right? So I'm going to go. I thank you guys for tuning in, right? If you have any question, make sure you ask before I go, because I'm getting off. I'm getting off. Your prostate maintenance. You need to maintain your prostate, brother. cleanse. Do a small cleanse. It doesn't have to be anything big. A small little cleanse, okay? The cleanse is right there on the website. A little grapefruit juice, a little oil, a little olive oil, and some Epsom salt. All right. The instruction is right there on the website. It's going to make you go to the bathroom. Yes, it is. That's what it's supposed to do. You're supposed to go to the bathroom and get rid of the waste that's sitting in your gut. Okay, brothers. A lot of people are afraid of, oh my God, I'm afraid of what I'm going to see come out of my behind. Well, why would you want it to stay in there? It's supposed to come out, right? Do the cleanse, get rid of the waste, and you're going to be surprised. Listen, my next live, I'm going to talk about weight loss. I'm going to help the sisters with weight loss. I'm going to show you, I'm going to put up, listen, I'm putting up together a program because I have a lot of sisters coming to me and brothers too, on how to lose stomach fat. Believe it or not, a lot of you guys with gut, you have a gut because you have a lot of waste in the gut. I hate to tell you. Okay. Yes, psyllium, you gotta be careful with it. You gotta drink a lot of water with the psyllium. You have a lot of waste in your gut because, that's why you have a big tummy. All right. And a lot of you guys are not exercising. So I'm putting together a weight loss program for both brothers and sisters. Okay, so the next live I'm gonna talk about how you can lose some weight for the sisters and brothers. Okay, I can't come to your house and hold your hand and help you do it. You're gonna have to put in the work. Okay, for those of you guys who are in my group on Facebook, you see me. I work out. I'm in the gym 6 days a week. Okay. I'm actually in my workout clothes right now. This is how I went to the gym this morning. All right. Came home and I got something downstairs cooking. But I'm in the gym all the time. I'm outside running, so I work out. So this is not going to be some quick fix, some magical herbal remedy that I'm going to give you to just poof and the fat is gone. Not going to happen. Okay. You're going to have to put in the work. You're going to have to get your behind up, go outside and exercise. You know what? Maybe that's another program that I need to put together. How to gain weight. I'm glad you asked that question. I'm glad you asked that question. Yes. You're going to have to eat natural complex carbohydrate, right? And you cannot mix your carbs with your protein, okay? Because you're going to create digestive problems, okay? Lots of nuts, lots of, but you got to be cleansing as well, all right? Complex carbs, okay? And I don't know why you want, what happened? Why you want to gain weight? Shoot, a lot of people are trying to lose the weight, sis. Yeah, but are you a man or a woman? I think you're a woman. Hopefully you're a woman. I'm going to put a program together on weight gain. All right. Oh, you say you're tiny. Okay. All right. Well, your clothes is fitting nicely. Some people can't get into their clothes. Okay. All right, sis. A lot of, plant food that have carbs, right? That'll help you to gain weight. If you're going to eat animal protein, I don't tell people not to eat meat, that's not my problem. That's not my business. You do what you do. I just give you the information. If you choose to eat meat, right? Eat the meat without the carbs. Eat the meat with green leafy vegetable, right? So your spinach, your lettuce, whatever, with your meat. See, and this is why. Okay, so you're a vegan. Okay, so I'm going to put together a program. The next slide is going to be about weight gain. Weight loss, right? Helping people to get rid of their stomach. Okay, and showing you guys how to combine your food, because a lot of us are not combining our food properly, which is why we're having issues with constipation. Constipation. That's another problem. Okay. All right. Thank you guys for tuning in. I wouldn't say that. Fish, nothing is healthy anymore. Okay. All right. Oh, somebody said they lost a lot of weight by drinking a lot of water. There you go. That's another problem. Our people are not drinking enough water. Just eating all the crap and not drinking enough water. Right? That's another problem. And so that's why we're getting constipation. That's a big problem in the Black community, constipation. People are not going to the bathroom. If you're eating 3 meals a day and you're going once a day, you have a problem. If you're eating 3, 4, 5 times a day, snacking on something, whatever, and you're only going twice a day, you have a problem, because where's the rest of it? Every time you eat something, some of that, the body does not absorb, the body doesn't take all of what you're eating, right? It takes some of it and it gets rid of some of it. But all of that that's left is slowly going through the intestine and it's sitting there. It's not going anywhere. So constipation and having food backed up in the system. Listen. Okay. All right. Since breastfeeding, I lost a lot of weight. Yeah, well, that'll do it. Yep, you should go to the gym. All right, guys. Intermittent fasting is good. The fasting is not the main thing, is what you're eating after you're fasting. See, a lot of people don't know how to fast, how to end a fast. Some people go on fast, and then when they're ready to eat, they eat the whole goddamn kitchen. What's the purpose of fasting? You see, you got to know how to break your fast. All right. I have one woman who was fasting, and I asked her, "What do you eat after your fasting end?" She fasts every day, and when it's time for her to eat, she's eating baked potatoes, and chicken or steak, and this, that, and the third. And I'm like, "You're defeated," and you wonder why you're calling me with digestive problem, because you're messing up your body like that. If you're going to fast, there's a way to break your fast. You cannot fast and then after your fast, you're eating steak and potatoes and potato salads and all that stuff. Worst thing you can do. You're supposed to break your fast with liquid. Liquid. If you're not doing that, there's no point in even fasting. No point at all. You're supposed to be breaking your fast with liquid. All right? Otherwise, you're messing up your digestive organs. Okay? Yeah. All right, guys. I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for tuning in. I really wanted to go live in the group, but it didn't happen. So thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you, Sister Kelly. Did she leave? Talk to you guys later. All right. Bye. Talk to you guys later.